Friends, in this video, the machine I'm going to do together with you would be napping 1 on the Vulnhub. The link will be added into the description section below so that you can download and play the machine if you want. Before we go ahead, if you don't mind, please subscribe to my channel and leave a like below. You're greatly appreciated. So enough said, let's just get started. We can switch into the Kali Linux VM. Maybe I can zoom in the terminal so you can see what's going on exactly. Above all, we need to discover the IP address of the target. The utility I'd like to use is net discover. And I use the option of I and the option of -R to speed up the process of the scanning. Press enter. As you can see, the IP address of the target may be discovered as this one, 101. Next, we need to do the port scanning with a map to save time. I've already done that earlier. So for now, we just get out the result of this map scanning. As you can see over here, I used the option like scene scan, the version scan, the default script scan, followed by the -P- to do the full range port scan. The last option of all is ON, the uppercase N, to output the result into this file. You know, ON means the normal format. So for the map scanning, we can tell that the target has 2 open ports. The first one is 22, which is running SSH service and also the version information. This version is not old to some extent. And the second one is 80, which is running HTTP service and also the version information. So what are we going to do next? We need to do the enumeration with the HTTP service, both manually and automatically. Let's launch our browser to do the manual enumeration first. And we can put the IP address of the target into the address bar. Because I configure the target machine as host only, so we'll take a bit of time to connect to the internet to download some code like JavaScript code. Of course, it will not be successful. So please fill in credentials to log in. We can try to, for example, admin and admin as password as well, and then log in. So invalid username and password. And also we can try to use the login bypass technique. And we can click login. So invalid username or password, we get the same error. And also we can check the source code of this page. Nothing we can get in terms of the valuable information. Next, we can try to use the browser to access robots file. Robots not found. Next, we can use Lateral to do the enumeration automatically. Press enter. Lateral can give us some information about the web application. For example, like version information, although a map can give this sort of information as well, and the header information, and also some common files or directories. Yeah, found this one, config. We can use the browser to access this. Maybe we can use the command line to retrieve this file, config php. However, nothing returned from the target. Next, we can use GoBuster to do the directory enumeration. And we can use the option of the U to specify the URL and the word list, GoBuster, directory, extension option, press enter. Although the GoBuster can discover some files like index, register, welcome, of course, this one we didn't take a look at. Later maybe we can, access this register function or file. Logout, welcome, will be redirect to the index or home page. Before we try to, access register, I'd like to test whether this login form has the SQL injection vulnerability. So how to do? We can turn on the proxy to the Burp Suite, and then we can launch our Burp Suite Community Edition. And we can input random information like admin as well. And we can click next, start Burp Suite. Sorry, excuse me. And we can turn on the intercept option. And now we can log in. We get the request, and then we can send or copy this request to a file. We can limit to like txt. And now we can use SQL map. Yeah, the GoBuster has already finished the enumeration of the directories. Nothing very much, nothing useful, okay? And we can press enter to see whether the SQL map can identify nothing. The password doesn't seem to be injectable, okay? So now how to do? Maybe it's a time I can turn off the proxy and turn off the intercept. Maybe we can sign up now to see how to register a new user to the web application. And then we can use this new user to log in and to take a look at this site, which kind of functions is provided by this web application. So let me show you. We can sign up. And we can put like a JSON, the password 12345. 12345. Let's submit. However, must give us the error. Must have at least 6 characters. Okay, no problem. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. And now we can submit. It seems that we have already signed up new user and we can log in. We can use JSON. The password is 123456. Login. So hello, Jason. Welcome to our free blog promotions site. Please submit your link so that we can get started. All links will be reviewed by our admin. This information is very, very important. It means that the admin will review or watch or click all links which we submitted. Okay, for example, we can try to access the bing.com submit. Of course, because I configure the target machine as host only, so that will not be successful. However, if we check the source code, yeah, this is the hyperlink or href link, the Bing and also the target. So this one, the dash blank means that this link would be, or this tab would be open up in a new tab, okay, not existing one. So no, this is the very basic knowledge of the HTML. So I think this dash blank does have the vulnerability. We call it, yeah, this one. I cannot, this one, tabnabbing. Tabnabbing, tabnabbing vulnerability is types of phishing attack that targets the inactive tabs in your browser. While you're focused on your current tab, the link to the previous one can be hijacked, and then you will be redirect from the intended site to a malicious one resembling the real thing. Okay, so let me show you how to utilize this vulnerability to retrieve the cookies of the or credentials of the administrator, because administrator or admin user will review all links. Okay, I've already, to save time, I've already set up 2 HTML file. Yeah, this one. Yeah, this link will open up new, new tab, and another one. This is normal. This is normal HTML file. And how to do? We can set up the web server, and in the meantime, we can set up the listener. We can set up the listener. So the listener would be 88. Press enter. So now we can go back to the home. Yeah, this page. We can put okay, we can submit. Yeah, it's submitted. And we can, if we check the source code, as you can see here, this is the link. And this link would be, if the administrator review this page and will click the link, and this one would be open up in new tab. Okay. So now we go back, we can click. You got the request, and we'll wait for the administrator to log in and review the link. And then hopefully we can get the credentials for the administrator. It will take a bit of while, so when it's done, I will come back. As you can see over here, after a bit of while, this listener has successfully retrieved the credentials, username and password. Of course, in this case, these credentials are URL encoded. So next, maybe we can use this credential to log into the target via SSH. Sometimes credentials or the target has credential reuse vulnerability, okay, or misconfiguration. So we can use SSH and log in. So we can, maybe I can copy and paste. Maybe I can open up. Yeah, this should be at. And now we can copy and paste in here. Paste. Oh, I think I need to copy the password again. Paste. Permission denied. Very weird. So why? It should work, right? Why not? The Daniel 100. So the password, oh sorry, the password So this should be, we can log in again. Why not? So I can copy and paste. Very weird. So what's that? URL decode. So what's this? Decode. Yeah, this one should be correct. So, oh, sorry, this one. I need to remove this one, and then this time, this password should be working. Okay, now we have already logged in to the target as user Daniel, and we need to do some local enumeration to make lateral movement. There is another user, and can we navigate into this home directory and query? Nothing there. Maybe we can upload the Nimpier shell script to the target. All right, and I've already got this file ready. Yeah, this one. So now we can use wget to upload. Nimpier's shell script, and then we need to make it executable, and then we can run this shell script. In the case of the privilege escalation, we need to utilize this script, Nimpier shell script, to do the automatic enumeration. It's done, and then we can scroll back. Cron job information, process information, username information. There's some local exploits, but I don't think we can make these exploits work. We can find the opportunity to test on these local exploits. Okay, so maybe next we can upload the PSPY utility to do the process enumeration. PSPY. You know, PSPY is very powerful, can print out all processes, even those owned by the super user or root user. And then we can run. Permission denied. Interesting. We need to make it executable. PSPY. Now we can run. The UID is equal 0 means this process is owned by the root user, and followed by the PID. So we need to, we need to find some processes owned by the root user or another user. We can give it a bit time. PSPY 64, because I think we have already know that the target is x64 architecture if the target is 32 bits architecture, and then we can use is browser utility PSPY rather than PSPY 64. Okay. So I think this technique is very useful. I've already demonstrated this technique many times. If you have already followed my channel, of course, if you can become the member of my channel, this will help me very much. So as you can see in here, there's some, this one is owned by the root user. And of course, this Python script we cannot access. This Python script lives in the root directory. However, another one, maybe we can exit from this utility. As you know, the 1001 belong to Daniel, and this 1000 UID belong to another user. Okay, and so maybe we can check whether, and this Python script will be executed regularly. So next we need to check whether the current user Daniel can manipulate this Python script. We can use the list command, and the user, this user, of course, current user is Daniel. And however, if we check the ID, this user Daniel belong to the administrator group, and this group can modify RW permission, can modify this Python script. So next will be very easy. We can modify this Python script to insert like reverse shell command, and then we can get or spawn a new shell, new session, and this session should be owned by another user, Aaron. Okay, so how to do? We can use the nano because this target is a bit new distro, so we can use nano, and we can followed by the absolute pass, and we can put the Python reverse shell commands. You can get it from like a Pentest monkey website, and then you can do some formatting, and then you can get this, this code. Also, we need to change port number and to make sure the IP address and port number can meet with your environment. Okay, so now we can copy and we can paste in here, right, and exit. Next, we need to set up another listener. Okay, because this Python script would be run regularly by the user. So which user? You can go to the home directory. Yeah, this user, a dream. And if you cut out the password file, the UID, yeah, this one, UID 1000 belong to this user. Okay, I think it's clear. And we can give it a bit time. And then we can get another shell which belong to the new user. As you can see, we can get a new session. And this session belong to this user. And we can spawn the bash session because this one would be more beautiful, right? And more convenient to run the command. Okay, so I think now we can get or retrieve the user flag without any problem. Next, we need to elevate the privilege to root user, and we can try to run sudo. Yeah, this user, current user, can run the vim utility without supplying the password of a root user. So this would be, I mean, the escalation would be very easy. And if you want to get the actual way or technique to elevate by use of this utility or vim, you can go to this website, GTF Orbins. So I think we just copy this command and then we can paste in here. Will be no problem. As you can see, we are the root user. We can navigate to root directory, and then we can get out the root flag without any problem. So that's pretty much it. I'd like to see you in the next one. Bye. Have a nice day.